India has embarked on an ambitious journey and has achieved a big feat in renewable energy. Revealed in a latest report, India overtook Germany and became one of the top 3 countries in terms of electricity generation. In a latest report titled Global Electricity Review 2025, released by Ember, it was revealed that world surpassed 40% clean power as renewables saw record rise. Solar generation doubled in 3 years. Heat waves were the main driver of a small increase in fossil generation. So how did India beat Germany? How close is India in achieving its renewable energy targets? Let's discuss in this episode of India on the Rise. The report highlighted that the world reached at a 6-year high and saw a growth rate of 29% in solar generation in 2024. Also, there was a 4% increase in the electricity demand in 2024, which was amplified by heat waves. These heat waves, which contributed to high growth in electricity demand, resulted in a small increase in fossil generation, drove up power sector emissions to an all-time high. If we talk about solar generation has maintained its high growth rate, doubling in the last 3 years and adding more electricity than any other source over that period. So how has India performed in the renewable energy sector as per the report? 3 takeaways are mentioned in the report. India's wind and solar generation doubled in the 5 years leading to 2024. India overtook Germany to become the world's 3rd largest generator of electricity from wind and solar in 2024. Coal generation growth met 64% of India's electricity demand growth in 2024, a substantial decline from the 91% in 2023. India's wind and solar generation almost doubled over the 5 year, leading from 110 terawatt per hour to 215 terawatt per hour in 2024. India is one of only 10 countries that is currently planning for a tripling of renewables capacity by 2030, with a goal of reaching 500 gigawatt of clean power capacity. Out of the 500 gigawatt target, India has achieved the 200 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity. In terms of electricity generation, India generated 78% of its electricity from fossil sources in 2024, primarily driven by coal at 75%, while clean generation made up 22% of India's electricity mix in 2024. So how did India beat Germany? India's power demand increased by 5% in 2024. India also had the 3rd largest demand increase in the world. Now, out of this demand, 33% was met by clean generation, which also increased by 7.4% in 2024. India recorded the 4th largest increase in solar generation of any country in 2024, which was way more than the total solar generation of the United Kingdom. And as discussed earlier in the report, along with solar, India's wind generation almost also doubled. As a result, India overtook Germany in 2024 to become the world's 3rd largest generator of electricity from wind and solar. However, power sector emissions continue to rise, reaching 1,457 in 2024. This makes India the world's 3rd largest power sector emitter, although emissions per capita remain well below the global average. India has set a target to achieve at least 500 gigawatt of non-fossil power capacity by 2030. Do you think India will be successful in achieving this feat? Do share your thoughts with us in the comment section below.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.